Yeah.
Es tagad visiem no tā vāsņā
We went there with the team.
Pamēģināju bez?
One guy
Ej, kompi, skaties.
Yeah.
with the bike and I was running, so I was also with the basketball.
Again?
Just to make some fun. First we agreed that we would do it
Mic
together
test,
with the
mic test.
basketball.
Please,
Try to
please, mic test.
swim. He was like, nah, not me.
Yeah, big.
Mic
Here
check.
we have to find another guy. Maybe.
Smalts pieslēdzies.
It was a half. 70.3.
Viens.
I don't know, but imagine one guy doing that out. You know, if you have to do like swim, run, bicycle, oh my god.
With basketball.
Kontest. Un tagad ir telefoni.
If you have to do like
We can hear what you said 5 minutes ago.
Arč, nebūs paimīgi. Šitais nestrādās.
Okay, then we can see what you are.
My new
Facebook or whatever you are doing.
Tieši vienlaidīgi.
my hair to
Yeah.
this. So I don't see it. I have to share it on here. He's on the cross, so it's a bit slow. He said, "Oh, wait for me."
The movie starts at 7 and it is sold out.
Yeah.
And the
So,
next-
and the next one is next week on Tuesday with the.
But it's just two of them, two times in cinema,
Yeah,
not more.
we'll see probably now. But
If you sell out the next one,
yeah, the guys will have questions about how to distribute it because if we want to put it in Europe, they're gonna process
you
something.
cannot go.
Atkal kruķiem.
Čau!
Content in the house. Čau, Leo.
Kur tev kruķi? Tu izties tāds.
Tā vecam savukārt.
Nāk, katru dienu. Sveiks.
Būs lejās tajā kā.
Ko tas nozīmē? Mēs tad kūku liekam busā?
Jā, būs tā, ka atvedīs, tad būs jau būs izkrāmts. Pirmā kūka atvedīs, būs jau būs izkrāmts.
Klausies, kas ar atslēgām un tā tālāk?
Atstāt vaļā?
Atstāja vaļā un liec ar urnu pie sienas.
Es tad caur stāviem varu ielikt.
Bet, ja gadās, ka mašīna stāv blakus, tad tu tā kūku vienkārši milzīgi. Zini kā? Noliec ar purnu, tev tāpat vai tas mantas vāt ārā, vai kā. Ja? Ar purnu pret sienu, lai aizmugurē. Karoči, es tev...
Tā tā jaunā Fender runājās. Sveicina visus, kas ir garām.
Tas man patīk, es nevajag smieklīgi. Pagaid, Milam vajag krēst.
Varējā kruķiem var pastāvēt.
Viņš tik pieklājīgs, ka nevar neprasīs krēslu un visu uz to lekciju stāvēs.
Jā, es skupu.
Sveiks.
You feedback, like after the movie, you like? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you can even do it in Estonian.
Write something about it.
If you want, if you feel like to. Yeah, just it's important to start ghetto games so I can find the video later. Yeah.
Send you something.
Yeah.
But
Vai, kas notiek?
Labi, bet dažam jābūt kaut kas smuks.
To galvu redzēt.
Liekam stāvs, cik reiz Laura uznesīsies virsū.
Tiešām brauc.
Ko? Jā, Laura. Uzmanīgi, ja?
Jā.
Es tieši laiz kaut kāds.
Laiviņš, jā.
Taisā laiz, jā. Kur laiviņš?
Mums nevajag palūkt, lai reagojiet.
Būtā.
Pagaid, tur neviens nesauž?
Jums jāmainās.
Yes, come over here.
Maybe we could switch it so we can, everybody can see you like whether it's nice. Because then it's only your voice, and so maybe it's interesting if.
You like that bitch?
Yeah, so you can see both things. The presentation you do.
Shall I go over there?
Jā.
I can switch slides if you need.
Kā tā atšķi liekas priekšā? Tas būtu te labi, ne?
Kāpēc ir televizora?
Let's bring it here, then I don't have to watch the screen.
Jā.
Rekur var redzēt.
Хорошо, давай.
Я не понимаю по-русски.
Нет.
Я тоже. Pagaidiet višķiņ. Nē, tu paliec pat jau.
Paliks pat. Pirmo reizi mēnesis laikā arī sarunājas. Mīļā tā.
Yeah, I just borrowed it at the moment, but because
You need that one?
no, I just needed the cord. If you put it on, you see that my key broken from this side. I broke the box, I think.
Oh, okay. Is that working right? Show me down there. Sorry?
Okay, you can. I borrowed it for a moment, but I think
Oh, it's not working. Okay.
Can I borrow this?
Okay, you can use mine.
Just this one, yeah?
Okay, you can use mine.
Es tik daudz tos donets, kas mums sādus.
Pončikus. Jā, šis film.
Pončiki bišķi pa daudz.
Mana bija Rolands.
Jā.
I can see myself from here. Alright, as I understand, you have a quite busy day today and not much time, more than 5, yeah? So it's 45 minutes.
5:15.
No.
5:15? Let's see. So I'll explain you shortly who am I and why am I here. My name is Reigo Kimmel. Kimmel might be, for Latvians, known as a beer company. Produced some time ago very awful beer. I think really awful thing, but that has my name on it. But why I'm here? I met Raimons beginning of October in Barcelona when we were together there because of Sprite, who took us to NBA game. And Raimons I know already 7-8 years by now. We were doing street basketball things together from 2008, 7, I don't know, from long time already. So he was asking from me, what do you actually do? Because we have been talking only about street basketball, and I thought that, you know, the street basketball thing is the thing that I do only during summer, just 3 months maximum, sometimes 2 months. Okay, I work on this project the whole year, but it doesn't take much time. So what I do for living is actually video marketing. So he was asking, what is this video marketing? So I said that it's about teaching companies and organizations how to use YouTube and how to use when you make videos, how to put them in internet. Yeah. So there is no big red button. You make a video, go to the internet. It depends on the platforms, depends from many things. So what I do in Estonia, so I teach companies, and I have this my own my company webpage where I write some stuff, but for you it's not that important as it is in Estonian only. So it's kind of sick language for foreigners. So this triple thing is kind of a hobby, and the video marketing is kind of my work. Triple thing, interesting fact for you might be that the whole triple thing is in Latvia. Actually, the stuff that actually is here somewhere in the server. So we just have the domain in Estonian, and it's directed to here. So this, so what is this video marketing that I do, or where it begins? Where was the starting point? So my background shortly is that I have been working in event marketing for more than 7 years, and it was in 2000 something when I started. I was working for quite big companies that headquarters were in Finland. They had offices in Sweden and Norway, and I was the one who was in Tallinn, and they called us the Baltics. And every time I had to explain them that the Baltics is not the country. It's like 3 countries, and these are more different than Sweden and Finland, or Finland and or Sweden and Norway, except by the language even. You know? As you can see, we are in some fields different. Like Estonians are slower.
No.
But the Finns are. But imagine the Finns are even slower than Estonians. So
because they don't have Nils Jansson.
So I had quite many projects during this time when I was a producer, and I had to execute a lot of projects, and I was responsible for all the things in Tallinn, Riga, and Vilnius. So what they said me in Finnish headquarters, you Reigo, go and execute those. And there were many things, like for example, I did for Nissan car company. I did like all the things that in Baltics that on that time they did outside of this. So one of the most interesting projects, or many of those projects were connected somehow with video. Yeah? So one of the most interesting still, I think, was 2008, when I had a mission to go to execute in Tallinn, Riga, and Vilnius youth band competition. Imagine you don't know anything about youth bands, you don't know anything about music. And they say that the project is that you have to take youth bands into a soundproof sea container that has glass walls, and the band is playing there. You cannot hear what the band is playing, so you have to make a radio station. And to hear this band, you have to, you go to the cars, the Nissan Qashqai cars that were put around the container, and you turn the radio on, and you hear what the band is playing from the radio. So that was the whole idea of this. But how to get the bands to play there, we had to produce from every band one music video. So these were garage bands, so many of them, they didn't have any videos. So this was kind of a motivation. And also the best band in every country got a record deal. And the record deal for a band, well, it's kind of a big thing, I think, yeah? Still today. So I did this in Tallinn, Riga, and Vilnius. But the problem was that I had to execute what by the book, by the manual. Yeah? So I took okay, this is a really cool project. Yeah, let's execute. It's kind of complicated to get. Try to get the radio. Try to build a new radio station in Vilnius. Get the permission. Try to get the permission. It's not that easy. There can be a lot of bureaucracy. And for me, it was also for Latvia and Lithuania to do that. But the thing that I was telling to the head office that we produce a lot of videos, and the people are going to the web pages and vote those videos. Let's not put this to MySpace, as they said, use MySpace for this. I said, let's put it on YouTube. No, you do it by the book. I'm like, well, fuck it. Let's do it by the book then. But from there I got the inspiration to make my own company that is dealing with this video project. In some cases, somebody else makes the video, and I just teach them, guide them how to use it, how to use this one. So from there, I got the inspiration, and then I made my own company. And since 2011, well, when I wake up in the morning, I will look in the mirror, and then I ask myself that. What do I do today? Yeah? So today I work, or today I do not work. Yeah? But work for me after that has been, when your work is your hobby, it doesn't matter how long time you do it. Like, it doesn't matter when you go to work or what you do. So fortunately, I have this kind of background, sometimes like every entrepreneur struggles, but I haven't had so far a mission to make my company like worldwide big, because I can live with this so far, so good. Yeah. So I met this guy. I don't know if you have seen this guy, but he's like in my mind, this is like a Skype in Estonia. He's the guy who started internet marketing trainings in Estonia 2008, 7, 8, no, something. So I made this kind of internet marketing trainings with this guy. And I read his blog, and he now has a new blog. He's doing conversion. Conversion XL is the blog name. Does anyone know? No? I just mark it down, read it. Very interesting, especially the blog part. Conversion, what does it mean? Do you explain it to your grandmother? Can you do that? What is conversion?
Conversion? You convert clicks to some cents, some money.
So conversion, in my mind, in a very basic English, is that you get more people to do what you want them to do. So you have, for example, 1,000 people on your webpage, and you have on your webpage you have a link to buy the ticket to today's premiere. Yeah. So maybe out of 1,000, 50 will do it. Maybe, I don't know. That's just one number. So conversion means that when you change something on a web page, I don't know, design, text or something, you change it. And then more people will do the stuff you want to do. So your web page is basically meant for, in some cases, meant for only one reason or a couple of reasons. You know, if you have already a ticket, go and become a Facebook fan or do something else. So there can be one main goal and some other goals. So if you get more people to do that, it can be also in money-wise sometimes really big, sums. If you have 10,000 people on your webpage and 1,000 will, or let's say 100 buys something, and you increase it to 150, it can be, thousands of dollars per day. So this is the conversion thing.
That means there always have to be this call to action, some button or you can buy something.
But it doesn't matter if you already had a call to action. Yeah, but if you test it, there is no specific rule what you have to do. You have to test it, but it's a long story. It's another topic for not what we are going to talk today. But very simple is that you have to test it, either the same text, just to cut different sizes of the buttons. Yeah. In one you can have 1% more, but this 1% can be a really big thing. But we start from that what you actually want people to do. So that's the main question also in the video marketing. So in very many cases we think, we make a video, but what we want to do with this video. So here is two screenshots from your videos that I took from the bus on the way here. Both of them are from the trailers. And it's a question, like what you want people who will see this trailer to do. I think one of the main goals for movie trailers is definitely that go to the movie and watch this movie. Buy a ticket and watch this movie. This is like one of the goals. So how do you do that?
For us, it's more about.
There are many goals. Yes.
Yeah, another goal.
There can be a goal that watch it, think about it, but also come to our events, next events. Yeah. Come to our, if you are not yet, join us in our Facebook. Okay. Come and subscribe to our channel, YouTube channel. So next time we upload something, there can be many purposes for this video. But how? Now the conversion question is here: how you will actually manage it, and can you do something differently where you can increase the conversion? Like
we could put the website link, we could put the link to the tickets, as I did in the last video in our channel.
There are many.
Not here.
As I did.
There are many. There is not like not like one certain thing you have to do. There can be many things, and you can always test which one is better. But from here I have a couple of comments. This shows that this video is hidden. It's unlisted.
Yeah, it's actually the wrong video.
But
there's
it's
some typo in there. So we
How do you find it?
the new one.
It's on your channel, the main video when you see it. The first one.
Oh,
Really?
good job.
Ah, nice.
Good job,
But
guys.
it has 900, almost 1,000 views, so it's not bad. I mean, don't worry about this. It's not the content. I mean,
That's nearly,
but anyway, the goal, how you the way how you can achieve your goals is to think, you know, from the viewer's point. Okay, you are a new viewer, watch this video. What next? What happened next? So here you can see that it's really nice that you have this link under the video. So when person clicks, go to the Huligāni webpage. Yes.
Yeah.
But I understand Latvian, so it's the same as when Raimonds come to me and says, Reigo, here is Intelligent Huligāni webpage. So what would I do? So let's say it's the 50% I would open this webpage, 50% would be, yeah, right, okay, thank you. But if this, let's say this sentence would be different. Raimonds would ask from me that, Reigo, we have this movie, new movie coming up ready, and you can see some background information, go here and check it out. Is it the same 50-50, or is it something 60-40? Or in Finland 60-50, 50-60, as Mika said. So it's, if you do something different with the text or some like small technical details, you can get more people to do what you actually want them to do. And always you have to ask from yourself, why do you put some kind of a link? You know, it's this is a trailer, and when you go to this link, you see the same trailer. Okay, under there's the link to the movie, to the tickets, but you can change this text like 10 times a day or something. No? So I think from here until you have this movie in the cinemas, there should be the, you know, go to the cinema to the next because this today is sold out. So yeah, so you have to go to the next, buy tickets to the next one. So it should be like something like maybe something like this. There is no correct answer. Yeah.
And what you're saying that more info here don't work so good as you're saying free tickets here or something. That
Something that you know it's you watch it, you read it, and I fucking click it.
Or you don't go there.
Yeah.
Don't work.
Yeah. You can, you know, sometimes you test it.
Don't
Do
press
not press
buy
here.
it.
There's free tickets.
Do not press here. And you know, you are doing really great job with the videos. Really great job, better than most things in the story. However, a movie screen is different from YouTube. It's already the size is different. You know, there's YouTube is 16 times
69
times 9, and this one is cinema. Yeah. Very many people who do for the cinemas use the same format because it's cool. Yeah, it's cool, but it has the black edges. This is my personal thing. You know, it's there is no rule. Should you use this or you should use that? But I always say for YouTube, use the maximum. So if you have some kind of possibilities to render out 16 times 9 for YouTube, you use it. Yeah? It's personal. It's not like it's the rule. Very many, even in Hollywood, they use this same movie thing.
You mean letterboxing, yeah? Because in
letterboxing,
the TV,
yeah.
in the cinema, they have this 2K image that's just a little bit.
But if you know that this trailer is going to cinemas, yeah, to use the same in cinemas anyway. So if you put it in YouTube, if possible, a little bit change it. I know it's not, it's in video, I think it's kind of maybe complicated, it's to have to render something differently out or cut something there. But the main thing here is what you see end of the movie. Credits coming up. And what do you do when the credits come? You stand up and go out. In YouTube, it's the same. When I see the credits, you have to show the sponsors. I know. But when you see the sponsors, you know that it's end, and you know what do you do next? Close it. Watch something else. Watch or you most likely you close it. Imagine if there would be something else after the credits. Imagine there would be Raimonds like this, and looking at the camera and saying like, you subscribe to our channel, like our Facebook, here, yeah, now click it. Or doing something funny or something like something differently. You know, it cannot be at the trailer at the cinema, because behind the cinema, under the cinema screen, there is no subscribe button.
Yeah.
But if you do a video for YouTube, then you should use the options that are in there in YouTube. Yeah? So doing some kind of outro or some kind of thing, that outro is a really good thing to add at the end of every YouTube videos you have. Or if you, do you know the YouTube end screens? No.
Actually, in some projects we did it as well. If you put something in series, you put the last and you press this button, you can go to YouTube.
Have you heard of the end screens in YouTube? It's quite new. It's 2 weeks old.
Probably not.
No. So in every video, so YouTube wants that people are staying in YouTube. That's the main thing they want. You know, they don't want that you go out of YouTube. So YouTube announced, it was 2 weeks ago, so it's quite fresh now. Yeah. So YouTube announced that you can add onto every video 1 to 4 links. One of the links has to be another video, a video or a playlist. But if you can add a video and a link to your webpage and the subscribe button. So these are actually the 2.
You can add external link as well, right?
External link, but you can add external link only to one webpage that is confirmed with this channel. You have to confirm it before. I don't know if you have done it, but if not, I can show you. But you can put on the video. And this end screen is very important because it works also on mobile. So more than half of the video views comes from mobile. So previously when you had to edit, you put one video over there, and then later on you had to put on YouTube this kind of annotation, it was called. So click here or click here, you have to edit it. Now you can put it on the video. You can use only the last 20 seconds. Use it wisely. So if you have some kind of interesting ending, so it doesn't go on top of that. But this end screen is very important for you to keep the people to watch your videos, subscribe to your channel, or go to your webpage. So this is a very easy technique you should do and use it, as it is quite fresh. So yeah, start using it tomorrow. About Facebook, you have, let's say 100,000. You have there 108, what was that? 98,000 or something. So you have let's say 100,000 is a great sum. For the basketball, more than 10,000. So these are really big numbers, and you have worked your ass off to get those numbers, I think. Yeah? What's the problem with Facebook? I think you know, but if there is some people watching this live and do not know, hello, yeah. Then hello, yeah. Then you should know that if you have a Facebook page with 100,000 fans, and you post something to the fans, then how many will see that?
10%.
10 or 20%.
If you don't buy the.
Now 5 to 10%, and it is decreasing. It has decreased this year half even.
I remember I was reading like it was said 20%, 1/5.
It depends.
Please stop subscribing.
Stop subscribing. Yeah. It's 5 to 10, but it depends always of the Facebook fan page, how active it is, and how much people will actually comment, like, or engage with this post. So if you post something like today, we have movie. Yeah. It depends a little bit about the post. Is it the text? Is it the picture? Is it a video post? But it depends, of course, how people will react it. And that's why a lot of That's why a lot of fan pages ask you some kind of question, like it or do something. Yeah. But the main problem with Facebook is that you have to give Facebook money to get to talk with your own fans. Yeah. With YouTube, well, YouTube is not the Facebook wall. Yeah. It's not the same that you go to YouTube and check out, but it is still when person who is subscribed to a YouTube channel and logs into YouTube, then he sees your last video, and you have 21,000 YouTube fans. Every one of them will see that. You don't have to pay for that. So in this context, when you post something to YouTube, more people will see that than you post it to the Facebook. But obviously, Facebook, the last trend is the Facebook Live, and this is something that many companies are using as a shitstorm in epic proportion or something. So you can see a lot of Facebook Live that is not actually a live. So it's recently you maybe have seen those space videos, or now even some a box live video of a box like it or something. So this is not the correct use of this. But Facebook really likes live video, and that's why more people will actually see in your Facebook page also this video than if you have posted a picture of maybe me talking here. Yeah? But these are like I plan to have. Yeah, we have still 25 minutes. Yeah? I plan to have this kind of lecture, or let's say it's seminar, so you can interrupt me more. In two phases. So first would be a theoretical phase, and the other one would be then practical, when we could actually watch the YouTube things and maybe do something there. So there is a mark that I have been here. So let's go back to the theoretical base. So I went 4 years ago. Went to Baltic Film and Media School. It was an interesting time. Like for example, I had to come to Riga for a month. Like you have to go in November to Riga. Yeah. Like when? In November.
Perfect.
When I can go back. End of November. Great. But there was the curriculum was in Tallinn, Tartu, and in Riga. So it was 3 universities together. I'm actually still graduating this. 36 years old now. But anyway, the topic that I was studying was cross media. I paid 6,000 euros for it. And I tried to explain you this in 10 minutes, no? What I studied. So the main topic in this curriculum was transmedia storytelling. And how to explain this in 10 minutes, yeah? So the main thing is I think also in marketing, it's a story. Like for example, a book tells a story, or even a joke is a story. A movie is a story. But very often we see that the story, like the story has a beginning and an end. Very often we will see that that the story, if you go to check any not any, but most of the films in the cinema, you will see that this is the only story that there is. Especially if it is Latvian or Estonian movie, it's like the beginning and the end is in this video. So at the end there are credits and that's it. And it starts when it starts. No? There is nothing before that or nothing after that. So first movie that was actually described as a transmedia thing. So transmedia means that the story is wider and there are more platforms used to tell the story. So first movie was Matrix. You definitely have seen this. It's a trilogy. Yeah. At the end, Neo dies. Yeah. Done.
What?
Oh yeah. Again. No. But there was a video game, and this video game told the story what happened after. So it's a very simple way to. The story actually went longer. Yeah. Or Harry Potter, yeah, very famous. Yeah. Harry Potter, after the movies or after the books, the author also made a webpage Pottermore, and he wrote lots of things about the characters that you couldn't read from the book or see from the movie. So there are some things in addition to this, this on the main story. Cross-media can be explained easily as it is, well, when you take a book and the movie and it's the same story, it's kind of the first step of cross-media. Or you see, you watch the Latvian TV from your TV or from web. The same content, different package. It's kind of the cross-media, the first phase. Yeah? But to talk about the stories, there are many ways how to create a story. Yeah? So, the most simple way is like it's a linear, like start then happen this, and that's the end. But when we use this video marketing and all these social media things, we can make it more interactive. It's like for example, if there is a character in a story, the character can have a Facebook page. You know? And on the Facebook page, he or she will announce some details. For example, 3 years ago, the professor who teaches us this thing was from Brazil, and she explained that in Brazil they still watch these soap operas really a lot. Yeah? And all the pensioners who are watching these soap operas, they are going to the blog and get some additional information, how this Maria and Luigi, how they get married, how was this kind of technical detail. Everybody, go there to watch it, additional information about this specific thing, because afterwards they meet in the supermarket. They go, oh yeah, do you know this one? Not on the TV screen, but they know how Maria got the ring or something. Yeah. But transmedia storytelling is like really complicated field where there is a story world. There can be movie about something, one character, then there is a book about the other, but somehow these stories are all connected when you are reading, when you consume all of these, so you get this kind of full experience. You get to know about, oh no, this character I know before, this I got to know from the movie, or it's this kind of complicated world where sometimes it depends now. The more and more producers, how we can plan it before, we already know before when we create a book, when we write a book, we already know that afterwards we are gonna get a movie. So if you know this before, you can put at the end of the book, you can already put that, see what happened next in the movie or do something. But in many cases so far, like what's one example? Stupid example. 50 Shades of Grey, yeah? A book. Haven't read it, haven't seen it, yeah? A book got popular, and because it got popular, they made a movie out of it. There wasn't a plan to make a movie, because no. And the main question now from the storytelling part is that how much are people participating in it. Yeah? So if you sit on a cinema, watch the movie, you don't participate in it in any way. In YouTube videos, or you can participate a little bit more. You can find maybe a link, or you can click. You can find a game. Even in James Bond movie Skyfall, there was a hidden number in the poster. We took this number. It was an IP address. When you go to this IP address, you start the game. When you ended this game, you got MI6 Secret Service diploma. Yeah? It's a part of this movie. It was a kind of a hole that took you somewhere else, but it was part of the whole program. It was taught before they created the movie. So it's again in your case. It's also that when you create something, how much you want the viewers, the players, sometimes if you create an app or something, to participate. Of course, you say yes, of course, as much as possible. But you have to think that when as much as possible, then players can change the game. You cannot control it, and there are many examples when you give the rules to the players, and it comes out really shit. Yeah? They try to start to create this artificial intelligence. Was it Microsoft or something? And at the end, the players created the rules, and then they ended up to be as Adolf Hitler or something. The ending wasn't so good. So the patterns. So Super Mario game, everybody knows.
Yeah.
From the beginning to the end, but you can control it. You play it. You can quit it, but you have to still go from one point to the other, and everything is there on this way. Yeah? Multiple ending is one way how to end a story. Yeah? So, one interesting example in Estonia was that there was this fight, MMA, MMA. Yeah? They made a YouTube advertisement for this. And they used one famous actor in Estonia who was a bouncer at the door, and then the most famous guy, came on the line, and he ended up to this actor, and the actor says, "Yeah, you are not on the list." And then there was 4 options. What happened next? Yeah, does the fighter try to bribe this guy? Try to sneak in? Went away? So there are multiple things you can choose from. So when you choose one, then you see this ending that you choose. So there were multiple endings of this, and these multiple endings is one interesting way how also a movie could end. Imagine that at the end of this movie today, whatever, Raimon's come on the screen and says, I don't know the story of this movie, maybe I don't understand it, but at the end he will come on the stage and says, now there is a different ending. I started to drink 3 years ago. Yeah? Went down. If you want to see that, click here or go to this webpage. Raimon starts to drink. Yeah? Or QR code, for example. Yeah? Imagine how many people from this movie, oh wait. How many do they do that? Or do something, act something, or they are some kind of they have some kind of interest at the end. So multiple ending. There is also worked out that it should be compelling. Yeah, so the boring ending and interesting ending. Yeah? Branching back is actually a story way how to tell a story where you have 2 options, but whether you choose this one or that one, the next one is still the same for both of them. In this case was 67, year 67, I think it was in Expo, where in real cinema, you see the movie, and there was one point, it started with, in a way that in a hotel, a woman with a blanket, with a towel, naked woman with a towel, came out of her room, and the door went closed. So he went to knock on the next door when a man opened it, and his wife was just left. But he knew that his wife will gonna come back. And then was the question, would you invite this lady in or not? And all the cinema chairs had buttons. Yeah? So there was a voting, and according to the votes of the cinema, they showed the next stage. So sometimes the woman went in the cinema, in a movie, and sometimes not. But it was built up in the same way because it's very expensive to build this kind of big story. But it ended up the same ways. But almost every time the movie was different, whether it went this way or that way. And this one can also have multiple endings. So the last one can be different. Open world is the GTA if you have played. Long time ago, yeah. So you can go and do whatever mission first, whatever second. You can even not do any missions, or you just have this kind of open world things. And this is also what you can think about your somehow in your ghetto world. maybe some people will come from this side, that side. They don't want to participate in other events or other parts of this, but maybe you can somehow lead them to there, or show that there is actually an open world. I haven't told about this toy box. That is the last thing. The toy box means that you create the rules and the players will do whatever they want to do. But one thing I want to teach you is this, that every player still has this linear thing. So you have to think that whether they choose this direction or that direction, it has to always be interesting, and there can be different starting points. Like, for example, if the one who comes today to the movie, maybe some people saw the poster, some people came through the Facebook, some saw the video from there, some people maybe came to the events, or some friend told him. So there are different starting points, how there is to the movie. The question here is, where is the ending point? And I would like to use some whiteboard for that, but maybe...
Yeah, we have it.
We have it.
Let's use this one.
Yeah.
Just very quickly.
So the real one, I did one
Very important work, I think, here.
No, it's okay. You can take it. I have.
That's it.
Good. I will do it really. So this is called the user's journey. So I put here 2 lines. So these are platforms and time. Yeah, very easy. So here we have different platforms. Let's say YouTube, Facebook, mobile, movie, real time, like activities, TV. Yeah. So at the moment, let's say we have the movie somewhere here. Yeah, as the beginning and the end. Some part of this. So you have planned something in Facebook from some time to this period, from YouTube maybe later period, or somewhere over here something. You have for mobile, I don't know, maybe nothing at the moment, or you have, it doesn't matter what exactly at this point we have. Real time, you had one event over here, one event over here. Then you have outdoor, maybe also you have posters from this period outside to this period. With the posters, and now the main question is how you link those platforms. So it means that if you want the people from YouTube to go to webpage, here webpage you have the whole time. Yeah? So if you want people from YouTube to go to your webpage and then find something info and then go to here, it's very easy. You put the link here, or to call to action to go to webpage and then here. Because now we had the link, only the link for there. When you have all the link to the cinema, you can put direct link over here. From the posters, it's not direct. You cannot say if the person went from the posters to the cinema, or he went to maybe here. So posters are good, but you cannot kind of control where they take you. So if you want to, you mark it down before, and then you have the move. If you plan it before, this is the kind of also can be said as marketing for the movie. But the main question today, I think, is what happened next. Yeah. So when we stand up after the movie, what happened next? Is the credits and that's it, or there is something? Today we cannot edit the movie anymore. We cannot put Raimon's to talk in the end, but we can do some easy stuff like put the poster afterwards or something. When you go out from the movie, even if there is a person greeting those ones, that's also something, some real-time thing, here. So what happened next? And it depends, of course, what the goals are. So, what is the thing that you would like to achieve with this movie, because it's not that you want to have those people in the movie.
Yeah, our call to action is to think about it, and then after the movie, what we are asking is your opinions about what you saw.
How you will do it?
Yeah.
How you will do it? How do you have papers? Do you have?
We are asking the guests and also on social media to respond, and also we talk to radio and on TV. We're asking people to.
But with this timeline thing is that when you plan it, then you can think it better out what's gonna happen. Yeah, let's go. 5 minutes more.
Yeah, let's go.
So what is YouTube? Very simple, easy question. Everybody knows, but no. You know it better than most of the companies in Latvia. Is it social media? Is it a search engine, or is it just a player? And there is no correct answer again. It's something, all of them, but the main thing is that YouTube is still a social media. It's like Facebook. When somebody comments something, you have to reply. That's in the same way. This is something that I teach to Estonian companies who do not know anything about it. But I think for you this is really, really basic thing. But the other thing is optimization. I checked your videos, couple of them, and I saw that you actually were using those keywords and you're using playlists and stuff. But here we have your YouTube channel. This is the outlook of your channel before I subscribed it, and this is how when I put the subscribe button. So I subscribe to your channel, and this is how 21,000 people will see your channel, and this is the way how all the rest of your people will see your channel. This is the video that is hidden. Change with this one. And all the other small technical details over here also. You could. It's not bad. I mean, it's not bad. No? But if I would come here and 45 minutes, use the time to say, oh, I have this one great and this is great, and I would waste your time. I waste my time also. No point of coming here. One of my teachers told me that he will never say that you did anything great, because otherwise you don't learn. But at the end of the course, he also said, actually you did. So as we are in the end of the course, so I can say that you have done a great job. But the idea for me to be here is to tell you something that you could do better. So one thing you could do better is playlists. You have many playlists. Keto basket, keto football, Here you have only on the main page you have only the uploads, nothing else. Here you can do all the playlists, you can bring them out. So there is 21,000 people who are your fans, who come to your webpage, who will see that, and here you can choose what are the playlists you want to discuss. This is good that you have bring out channels that are important to you, but put it in the order. You have other keto things also. Keto, I don't know how many keto channels you have, but these should be the first, and then you should align them a little bit. And also the YouTube thing is also the same as Facebook. It has the branding, and the branding here is the background picture, so you should change it also sometimes when you have campaign like a movie coming out, so you should have this one also in YouTube. So there's a lots of people who come here, so you should Huligāni to the cinema, today. And here also you can change the main link on the main page. At the moment it's Keto Games, but this should you should change it at this. You can change it daily, 10 times a day, more, even more. So you can check those links, because my mission as a coach is to tell the importance of YouTube channel, because there's lots of people, and you can see that 8.6 million views you have in your channel. Yeah?
Yeah, I have a question. Actually, we have left this YouTube channel as a secondary place where we put our stuff. We
Yeah, I can see
focus-
1,600 videos.
we have
1,666 videos.
focused more on Facebook
Yeah.
because we saw the big difference in the
Facebook
view counts.
lies with the numbers.
Yeah, we know that, but we saw that the videos we put in YouTube, many
Yeah.
people don't watch them.
This
Because
is
we put them in
something-
They
Facebook,
don't
more
know how to
people.
Yeah. This is
Watch
something
them.
we can discuss after the movie. Yeah. There is no certain rule that you should use YouTube or Facebook, but there are a couple of techniques you can do. In Facebook, definitely, as the live video is going to the top of the feed, as when you put the same video to YouTube and Facebook get more attention, but it's temporary. Yeah?
Yeah.
It goes very fast away, and the numbers under it, they are not correct. They estimate that 80% of this is bullshit.
80?
80, yeah.
Oh.
Facebook correct. Yeah, we made a mistake. Yeah? But anyway, in YouTube, the time that the video is viewed is much more longer. Yeah? So in Facebook, somebody
3 seconds.
Next.
that's all.
nobody watch your 50 minutes video, 10 minutes video. Nobody will watch it on Facebook. Yeah?
We have a great example of last year's Sprite London content.
Yes, this is a really
On
good
Facebook
content.
We have like
Yeah.
a million
Yeah.
views, but actually, like 10 or even less percent have viewed the whole video. Mainly like 90%.
Exactly. Yeah. But in this case, in the slam dunk case, if it's live, do it here and do it there. Yeah? Do it for your Facebook fans and do it for YouTube. It's not like I would say that you don't use Facebook Live is very important. If it's not for the box, filming the box. Yeah? But it's really important. And but there are some cases when you have produced already a video. Then before you produce it. Should I put it there or there? You should think about it before. And here are lots of interesting statistics for a channel. I mean, 8.6 million is quite a big number. Huh? You would agree, huh? There is not that many people living in Baltics. We have some 7 or something in total. I can show you where I took those statistics. Yeah? There are even more interesting things. But a number that is interesting for you, this is the final thing because it's 5 o'clock. The number you should know at this point is that 2,000 people is the average that watch your channel daily on YouTube. 2,000 is the average, and in the month you have 60,000. So that's the average of last 30 days. You have not been that active last 30 days. I mean, you can see from here, you were active in July. And this is the average of a day, and from that you can, during the summer I think it was 10,000 even, average. When we go to the slam dunk things, with 400K almost. So this is almost a TV. Yeah? There are not that many TV shows that are doing the same. But the lesson here is what to do a little bit, how to get those subscribers, how all the people who are there at this cinema today, subscribe, So after that they will, see that, and it's a little bit here and there, but when we are talking about not about 20,000 but 100,000 people, then the competition with the TV is it's gonna change a lot in next year or two. It's 5 o'clock. Let's go to details, yeah. But this we can do after the cinema. Is it correct or Google the answer? No, okay, let's go back then. Yeah? Forget it. Okay, thank you very much. Subscribe, yeah. Like.
Thank you, Rego. So thanks for watching us as well, and
Subscribe.
subscribe us.
Do not subscribe.
Yes, we're switching on YouTube. That's what we wanted to say about this video. And so this is some new outfit for you for tonight.
Thank you, of course.
Thank you.
I will change my